Hey everyone, it's KF here. Today's August 15th, 2018, and here is my daily recap. Markets got crushed today, but we were profitable. As always, you can start a free 1 week trial with us at kafinvesting.com. Go ahead, head there, and we'll get you started, and you can trade with us live. All right, let's go ahead and get started talking. As I mentioned, the markets were down heavily. The markets finished down over a full percent. A lot of red in the markets, yet we managed to be green. Here were my trades on the day. Nothing crazy, nothing huge, but a solid plus 3.6% on the day. And I'm going to talk about how happy I was about some of these trades. I was just one trade away from being perfect and from having a massive day. You'll notice that STAF trade got me a little bit. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about these other trades. It was just an awesome day of trading. Really happy with a lot of the execution we got. But before we get into the actual trades that I took, I want to talk about a massive missed opportunity that I had here. This was my watch list on PETQ last night. Okay, I said I'm going to dip buy this at $31.30, $34 price target. Now, I should have included the actual what PETQ ended up actually doing today. But in short, go ahead, look at PETQ and take a look what it did today. It dipped down right here into our dip buying area and exploded way up past $34. It was just an incredible move, and I'm so mad at myself that I didn't take my own advice. I mean, I drew up this play, everything. It was a perfect setup. It just dipped, and I just missed it. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. So these are watch lists that I send out to our members every single night with full trade plans exactly like this to help them be profitable. Was one that we had some members take advantage of. They played it better than I did, and I created the watch list and trade plan myself, and I just didn't pull the trigger on it. So I didn't actually make this trade today. This was a potential trade that I totally missed out on. But let's go ahead and get into some trades that I actually took. First one, CGC. Now, CGC, this is a cannabis company. There's only a couple cannabis companies that are traded on the NASDAQ markets. CGC, TLRY, CRON. Those are the three big ones, three main cannabis related plays. So this was CGC today. It gapped up 75%, as you can see there. In pre-market, it gapped up 75% to $40. Based on news that Corona Brewery has a $4 billion stake in the company. So in other words, a $4 billion investment from Corona Brewery. So this is what it looked like overall in the day, and now we're gonna take a little bit closer look, and I'm gonna break down and explain to you guys how I traded this specifically. I was so pleased with how I traded this, really, just very, very pleased. So I took two entries on this. You'll notice the first entry was here at 31.60. Why did I decide to buy at 31.60? Well, we have a very clear level of resistance here at $32, as you can see right there. And I wanted to get in prematurely of this $32 break because I knew that once it broke $32, it would give a really nice pop and make a really nice move over that level. Now, take a look at time of day. I know you can't really tell, but this whole area here, this is the middle of the day. Slow middle of the day, okay? This is the middle hours of the day. And what I will often do on strong stocks that are gapping up real heavily is I will look for middle of day pullbacks to get in a strong stock before the end of day run. That's exactly what I did with this. I got a little skin in the game here at 31.60. Noticed where I averaged in at 31.15. This hit 31.09. So I bought this 6 cents off of the lows of this pullback before it retraced. Got denied again. I stayed patient during all this, and I made sure our members knew that we wanted to stay patient during this, because guess what? It's still the slow time of day. All of this, excuse my crude drawings, but this is all slow time of day. And I really was just trying to get into this to be patient for this end of day action here. As you'll see here, we finally got the break here over $32, and it was really impressive. Take a look at the move up and over the $32 level. Let me pull out my laser pointer. It'll probably be a little easier to see what I'm doing. So again, this is all middle of day, okay? My goal is to just average into a position here middle of the day, and that's what I did with these two buys. My average ended up being around, excuse me, around the 31.40 area or so, and we finally got the break over 32. I was in this double size. I took first profits at 32.30 right here. I took my second profit at 32.49 right here, almost basically at the highs and to close. And then this pulled back, and I actually ended up trading it one more time for only like 5 cents a profit, so I didn't even bother putting it up here. But I wanted to get in this because it had a good chance to run into close as markets were turning upwards, trying to reverse. So I did get in here and basically flipped a break even. But I just want to explain here that this is what I often and frequently will do. On strong stocks, I will take advantage of a midday sell-off. Now, there was a whole dip buy opportunity to begin with. I was too busy trading EGN and trading some other stocks, so I wasn't paying real close attention to this whole dip buy area that obviously it reversed really well off of. But I crushed the middle of the day pullback entry before a nice push up higher. You'll notice it's plus 6.4%. It's really actually plus 3.2%, but since I was in double size, it was a plus 6.4% win for me. So great example of buying on midday sell-off because volume is a lot lower during the middle of the day, so took advantage of that low volume sell-off before the big push in the end of the day. Now next was EGN. I mentioned I was trading EGN here out of the gate. That's why I didn't pay close attention to CGC out of the gate. EGN released some very significant news. It was an acquisition news, and this gapped up to as high as $80 initially. I bought this at 75, 74 right here on the dip buy. This was in perfect conjunction with the 30-minute market reversal. So this line right here, this represents 30 minutes into market open. You really want to pay attention to the 30-minute time frame into market open because what we often get is a reversal, just like this. You'll notice this stock was downtrending the first 30 minutes of market open, and then look what happened almost exactly at that 30-minute market level. This is 10 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes into market open. Look at the reversal we get. I was only in this trade for 4 or 5 minutes, sold for nearly a full dollar move. I was trying to take profits at 77, but I got scared out a little bit. See this red candle? This red candle scared me out, and that's when I sold. Had I been a little bit more patient, it would have continued upwards. But I'm totally fine. You know, I got scared out. I took almost a dollar share profits. I'm totally fine with that because look what ends up happening. This ends up getting real weak. This thing closes basically at low of day throughout the day. So get in, take your profits, and get out. Don't get greedy. Now here was my one loser of the day, STAF. And I actually really like the setup. This was an identical setup to my EGN dip buy and also a potential dip buy even on CGC that you could have had here in the first 30 minutes of market open. So identical setup. It was an earnings winner. Let me get back here to STAF. This was an earnings winner that I was dip buying, and I really liked my setup. I got in here at 272 area. My hard stop was under this most recent low. You'll notice this pullback 262. So I was using the low of day as my support level. I had my hard stop tucked right under it at 259. Well, I got filled at 272, and it looked like it wanted to bounce a couple times. Ultimately, shorts just jumped all over it, failed. I got stopped out here at 259. There was some market slippage as well, so that made the loss a little bit worse. But overall, I'm totally okay with this setup. Even though it didn't work out, it was a strong setup. But penny stocks, you know, today and a little bit more recently just haven't been incredible. That's just all there is to it. Penny stocks just haven't been as hot. And look, this just totally lost all power and just died very, very weakly into end of day. But I'm okay with my setup that I took. This was a dip buy, same setup that I took on CGC and EGN. Overall, not too bad. Here's some average profits here. This was from yesterday, TPR. We had some huge trades on TPR, over $1,500 profits there. This was a member trading our CGC alerts, $500 of profits here. Here's Pete, our member support guy. If you sign up on a free trial with us, this is the guy who'll get in contact with you and get you squared away in the chat room. And also, of course, me as well. I'll be there as well. But anyways, he had some great trades as well today. Just, you know, just safe and steady. Nothing crazy. We're not getting greedy in these slow summer market hours. Just being safe and steady, refining our trading techniques day in and day out. And when summer markets come along, or when faster markets come along, we will be ready to take advantage of it. So that's a wrap for my for our daily recap. As always, you can head to kfinvesting.com and join us for the free trial. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There will be more coming, of course, as always, and looking forward to trade with you all tomorrow in the chat room live.